Welcome! Come on in, it's raining. It's horrible out there. Welcome to Starre Corner and welcome to this month's Renovation home tour. It's a bit messy, there are things that aren't finished, but there are things this month that I really want to show you because progress has been made.
A little different than all the rest.
Welcome to May's Elegantly Knackered home tour. Let's start off in the garden. I couldn't be happier with this little bit of my garden, considering I only planted it properly this year. I think it's looking great. All this rain has really made the plants spring up. It's a bit weedy now, of course. Weeds always grow, but apart from a few weeds, I have to say, I'm absolutely thrilled. And look at my globe artichoke. I can't believe it. It's actually flowering. It's about 8 foot maybe, and it's flowering. It's huge. I've got some more planted over there in containers. Excuse my fingers. I've just been doing a bit of gardening in the rain. The roses have been flowering beautifully, and I've actually picked some to take inside, which you'll see in the living room a bit later on. And it's just all looking magnificent, in my opinion. Welcome! Come on in, it's raining. It's horrible out there. As I always remind you at the beginning of my renovation home tours, we are living in a renovation. It's not finished, it's dusty, it's a bit messy, there are things that aren't finished, but there are things this month that I really want to show you because progress has been made. You've come in through the front door into the room that we call the cinema room. The house was originally 2 cottages, so we have 2 living rooms, and upstairs, some of you didn't realise that there was an upstairs, so there's a stairs in this room and then there are some stairs in the other living room as well. So this is the cinema room. We've just got old vintage chairs in here. This is the room that my girls hang around in the most, and it's called the cinema room because we have a projector on the ceiling and a blank wall so that they can project their games or videos or films or whatever they want to do onto the blank wall. But even though it's pretty much their room, I still try to make it homely. There are a few new things in this room this month. Firstly, I've got this table here. These are the trestles that I bought at an architectural auction the other month, and we already had this trestle top. Now eventually I wanted to have it narrower, so I will buy a couple of potter's boards and have the trestles shortened, and so this whole thing will be narrower, but for now it's fine. And these are all the pots that I bought at a recent antique fair, and as you can see, I've been flapping with some flowers. What else is new in here? Well, we still don't have a ceiling, but the good news is the plumbers have been this month, which means that now we can put the ceiling on the list to actually plaster over, so hopefully that will be done soon. The good news is that now that the plumbers have been, we can actually add this to our to-do list, so the ceiling can eventually be put up and plastered, and it won't look in quite a state as it does now. I don't think there's a lot else to show you in this room that's new, so follow me and we'll go through to the boot room. So now we're in the boot room, and this has changed actually since we last did the home tour. Now I don't show you this room very often because it was full of Mark's equipment and tools. It still does have a few of his things in, but it's a lot better than it was. So we've actually now plastered the wall in here all around the window. This unit has moved into its final place, so it's not plumbed in yet, but this is where this unit is going to live, and we will repaint it. And here in the corner is where the boiler has now been installed, which means that we can actually now put a stud wall up here This will be the downstairs toilet, and then this will be the boot room here. And on this wall, if Rowan can just pan round, this wall is where the housekeeper's cupboard will belong. So this looks really quite different this time. Can't wait to do a bit more in here, but this isn't priority at the moment. There are other things that are priority. So let's go through to the kitchen. Come on, people. So here's the kitchen. You're very familiar with this. Still not finished, and I know that some of you were really disappointed, but Mark has also plasterboarded this. So we did have the breeze blocks here, which I know some of you really liked, but anyway, that's been plasterboarded over now, as has the wall on the other side, which is great. And probably the big news is that we have this temporary kitchen sink. So finally, because the plumbers have been, we finally have hot water actually in the house, which is just fab. But again, this room isn't priority. The main priority now is the bedroom, which is just off the kitchen, the master bedroom, and also the downstairs bathroom ensuite. So next month, all our focus is going on that. We're not going to touch any other room. But while we're in here, I want to show you something. So here on the floor, Mark and I have been laying out a bit of a mood board. We've really been talking a lot about the bedroom and the ensuite, and we've started ordering materials and all sorts of things. So these are the reclaimed science desks that we're going to use as panelling. We've got quite a few of those. And then we have made some other decisions. So this is definitely going to be the colour that goes on the bedroom wall. Very, very happy with that. And that's also going to be the colour. This is on the sink unit that I showed you in the boot room. So this is a Farrow & Ball colour, and it's Yeybridge green. This is just Edward Bulmer colour called Trumpington. This is the colour that we've got in the living room. So although this isn't going in the bedroom or the ensuite, I just really wanted to make sure that they went together. And this pink is still, the jury's still out on this. I don't think we're going to have the pink in the bathroom or the bedroom, but I do like it, so maybe that's a colour that we can utilise elsewhere. So if Rowan wants to come a bit closer, I'll show you some of the other bits. This is the floor tile that we've chosen for the bathroom. That's quite an investment purchase, but we really love that. And this is the flooring that we've decided to put in the bedroom. And these two tiles are going in the shower. So as you can see, they all go beautifully together. Very, very happy to be making some final decisions. And for those of you who are new to my channel, this is the housekeeper's cupboard, which will be living in the boot room in the space that I showed you, because here is going to be a walk-in pantry, and that's very, very exciting. I think that's everything in here, but the flooring that I showed you for the bedroom, that's also going to go in here, in the kitchen and in the boot room and in the downstairs toilet. So it will flow through, and then obviously we could put nice rugs down. Let's go through to the living room. And here we are in my favourite room currently. This is the living room. And this is the room that we just try and make as cosy as possible whilst we're living in a renovation. It's really nice to have a room that we can actually escape to. And this is the room. So as you can see, we've got candles burning and flowers, and that's just typical of this room. We haven't done anything in here, as in decorating this month, but this is my new pride and joy. I have been looking for an industrial coffee table for quite some time, and I went to an antique fair the other week, which I took you along, and we went to Newark, and this was something that I spotted and I absolutely love it. I like how it's low, so when we're sitting on the sofa, which is also low, we can look straight at the fire. Obviously it's not on today, but the trunk that we had here really blocked out the flames, so visually I like that, and I can also get a lot more on here, so I'm really happy with that. And as you can see, I've been picking roses from the garden, which make me very happy. As always, I'll do a quick run through of the books that I've got on my coffee table. Many are the same as last time, but there are a couple of new ones. This one, The Potting Shed Murders, is by my friend Paula Sutton, who I'm sure many of you know. She is Hill House Vintage on Instagram and also on YouTube. This is a really enjoyable, cosy crime. From Seed to Bloom by Millie Proust, we talked about last time, and I'm really enjoying this book by Shane Connolly, Discovering the Meaning of Flowers. Really nice to just look and find out the meaning of flowers. There's some really pretty photographs as well. So that's a really enjoyable one to have on my coffee table. And it also means if I want to give flowers to friends, I can actually give them some thought and be thoughtful and think about the meaning behind the flowers that I'm giving. So I'd highly recommend that one. The Flower Hunter by Lucy Hunter, we talked about previously. Again, really enjoying that one on my coffee table. This is my gardening journal, which I keep all my gardening notes in. And this is such a handy little thing. I'll add a link in the description because I have added a link to this before, but this is my very aesthetically pleasing tape measure, which I got on Etsy, and I know some of you have already bought one, so I'll add a link in the description to that, and I'll also add a link to the books that I'm mentioning. This is my absolute favourite book at the moment, Outside In by Sean Pritchard. I cannot recommend this enough. It's just full of beautiful pictures, beautiful words, and he really is a man after my own heart. And finally, this is a new addition to the coffee table, The Land Gardener's Cut Flowers. Again, absolutely stunning book. And this is really helping me plan my cutting garden and come up with some good ideas about the flowers that I should plant. So there we go. That's my coffee table this month. It's a good job Rowan is behind the camera. She's just reminded me that there are 2 more books which I haven't mentioned. Again, one of my favourites, British Designers at Home by Jenny Rose Innes. Absolutely stunning to see how designers decorate their own houses. And then this one, English Decoration by Ben Pentreath. I think I've now mentioned all my coffee table books, and hopefully Rowan will be happy now. Now that the plumbers have been, we can actually get this covered up, which is really good because they have plumbed in all the radiators around the house, which is great. And what else is to be done? I think that's the unit over here is actually going into the small bathroom ensuite. So this is just here temporarily. This is probably a new chair from when I last showed you, because there was a leather chair here. That's now sold, so this old vintage chair is here. But I think other than that, that's it. Look at Maple leaning on the sofa. What's with the leaning, Maple? Why are you leaning? Can't you stand up? Are you tired? What's the matter? Why are you leaning? Give me a paw. Oh, good girl. And the other paw. You got the other paw. Oh, good girl. So I hope you enjoyed that very quick whiz around Starre Corner. Hopefully next month I'll be able to show you in the bedroom and also the small bathroom en suite, which will be really exciting. And I know some of you want me to show you upstairs. I'm not going to. I'm respecting my children's privacy, because upstairs we've got the 2 girls' bedrooms. Well, we've got all the bedrooms currently, and I'm just respecting their privacy and not going up there. But when we start decorating and doing a makeover there, obviously we can show you then. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.